What's going on, guys? It's Luke from the Livecast, and I hope you guys are doing well and keeping safe because obviously we're in the middle of a pandemic. But I am joined with my, I don't even know, not a co. I was about to say co-host, but no.
I don't know, co-host.
Yeah, guest
Yeah.
co-host. I mean,
Yeah, it's what you want to call
I mean,
it.
I'm going through like a really weird time and like transitional phase where it's like I really want to start a new like channel because obviously I have like my this one for podcast just for people to come on and just have a talk. But I want
Yeah.
like my own personal one again. Like I do have personal one, but I've had that since I was like 13, and obviously, I mean, things
Mm,
it gets quite dry on there, so I would rather just start fresh and be like even upload the old videos. But anyway, how are you, Ty?
yeah.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you, sir.
That's good.
And it's just like it's quite mad to think that what we well more or less will be discussing. e- I think every single person on the face of the planet is talking about it,
Yeah,
and
100%.
it makes me because it's funny because this is going to be on YouTube, Luke, and we're not really supposed to be talking about it because YouTube said, "Oh, you're not supposed to be talking about it." But like
Really?
I asked YouTube, "Wait, how do you not want us to talk about this?"
It's
Like,
su-
it's like
it's such a
what?
big thing right now.
It's like okay, like fair, like some of the big YouTubers, like fair enough. They just kind of like they said, obviously, oh yeah, hope everyone's doing well and all that kind of stuff, and that's fine. But like you know, yeah, and they said, but apparently they said even a little mention of it and you'll get demonetized. I'm thinking, wait, what
Whoa,
the hell? That's a bit extreme. Like
I've kind of uploaded a video this
what?
morning on on this channel, the last
Oh,
podcast.
YouTube's gonna come for you. Don't worry,
Oh
buddy.
no.
Your subscribers they will back you. Don't
You
worry.
know what I think it is? Like every mention or like tag of Corona is just shut down.
Yeah, it's just well, we're talking about it, and you know what, YouTube, you can't stop us all. So yeah,
It's all a bit it's all a bit up in the air right now. It's crazy.
it is. I went out because I've been on lockdown for 4 days. I went out for I literally dashed and sop. Went to the local Tesco's, got the essentials like and then come back. But yeah, it's just people that hardly see any people, and I saw some children at school, like not a lot. Like there was like I say six, because I just had to think to myself, okay, those could be the children of like the NHS people or
Yeah,
people that people that can't get time off. It's just
it's
people are still out there working. It's just yeah.
it's crazy. Like people, we are living in history. Like
Mm.
it's actual. We are in piece of history right now, and
I even
uh,
went past my train station and they said, if necessary, don't take the train. But if it's like an emergency, it's just thinking, wow.
yeah,
Like, and obviously Mackey's and Nando's.
I know I saw that.
Oh, it's a good and a bad thing because okay, yep, no more Mackey's runs. Like, but
Yeah,
then
I love a good Mackey's run.
yeah, but it's just like, but it's a very
Losing out on a lot of money.
yeah, discuss. But I guess maybe some home time. It could
This is good
like
for you.
it's good for you, and also maybe hey, like I said, you find this as a time. Don't find this as a negative time. Find it as a kind of productive kind of thing. So it's like
Yeah,
maybe the kind of things that you couldn't do now because obviously things like work and other things that kind of get in the way. And I mean, I'm started drawing.
oh, congrats. Are you good?
Yeah, I think I'm alright. Just I
I love
draw
a
a
good
dog.
draw. Okay.
I
Oh,
draw
you
a
draw like
dog.
animals.
Yeah,
Sick.
I thought it was a good dog. I was thinking, you know what, this is a good dog. Like, I'm quite proud of myself. And it had all the dimensions and the shapes. I'm thinking, oh wow, get me on. I was gonna say Bake Off, but like, that has nothing to do with Bake
No,
Off.
no, that's a different type of bake off.
Yeah, sure. It was like, but yeah, and well, and obviously with my channel, it's kind of seeing different things that I can do. Just like keep developing, keep because like not kind of like keep different. That's me. I just kind of like to keep it different. Try to keep it fresh, regular, and just kind of give the people something new. I guess every week. Well, I'm challenging, sir, and in that respect,
Man, I
mad indeed.
like yeah, I've had this like really big dilemma where it's like even though I've got all this free time and I'm a bit overwhelmed. I'm just like there's so much to do. But when you think about all the things that you have to do, you just end up doing nothing. And that's not to say that's
Yeah,
already done because I'm doing something right now, like with like on this podcast, and I'm gonna go for a run at lunchtime. Whereas other
love
stuff
man.
which I could never do at work, but I want to do something. Like, I just wish I had YouTube as more of like a platform where you can
Mm,
build a business on it. I know you can build a business on it, like everything, but obviously you see all these people who are just chilling at home baking off, and it's like, oh, would be nice if I could join you.
yeah, yeah. It's just one of those because you think of the ideas, but then you see Netflix and you see Amazon. It's just like, oh, hello. Ooh, Netflix added a new show. Let me check this out.
Yeah,
And then it's just like, wait, and you just check the time. It's just like, wait, it's 11 o'clock at night. What the hell? And then,
that's
but
that's
it,
what I'm gonna be doing,
mm,
finding new shows. Like, do you have any to recommend?
um, yeah, you know what I can. I am revisiting some old shows that people because I have a list of people the series that people have said to me you need to watch. Like I'm thinking, so Heroes. I mean, I don't know if
Yeah,
you ever got into Heroes back in the day, but yeah,
nah, don't know what it
I'm,
is.
yeah, but I'm just revisiting that now. It's like it's alright, quite enjoying it. I like the themes, and there's Hunters on Amazon. I don't know if you heard of it. It's got Al Pacino. It's about like Nazis in the 80s, conspiracy theories, very somewhat political driven, but it's kind of like vigilante. No, I wouldn't call it superheroes, but it's like in that respect they kind of
Yeah, yeah.
are. But
No, I never heard of
it,
it.
yeah, yeah, it's got. I think it's new. It's been released this year, but yeah, it's going well so far, and Paradise PD. That's just a funny thing on Netflix. It's just the creators of Brickleberry. They've done that. Yeah, so I'm just trying to think of ones that you would know of. Like, oh, what
I
would
would.
you know of?
I mean, it's all like recommending. So like, I want to just kind of put myself into a new show because obviously I just finished Friends and
Hmm.
I
What
don't know
kind of
what to think
shows?
about that.
What kind of shows that you kind of like, or like you kind of like drive towards? Because do you like kind of like mind teasers that just kind of make you think, like for example, like Black Mirror? Because like every time
Yeah.
I watch Black Mirror, that always just mind just like what,
See, I
like
didn't like Black Mirror to be honest.
hmm, yeah, very up and down. I can see what you mean. Some was just like hit and
Because
miss.
yeah, for me it was like either really obvious what was going to happen or really left field, and it was just like this has nothing to really do with the original concept of like that individual episode. And I'm just like, people got so obsessed with it. I'm just like, you guys are really small-minded. Have you not watched Game of Thrones?
Yeah. It's, and that's true, yeah. And well, and also I love satire comedy, like comedy that's dark.
Yeah, same.
It's not, you shouldn't laugh at it, but it's funny. I mean, stuff like I wouldn't call this satire comedy. I guess it is, but it's not. It's just like Come Fly With Me in Little Britain, the
Yeah,
Matt Lucas, like you see it and you watch it and you're thinking I shouldn't be laughing at this,
but you
but
just
I
have to.
am.
Yeah, you just have to.
I guess it's just one of those things, you just appreciate the little things, just I see that as a little thing, and some other person might be, I guess, somewhat offended, but if you laughed, then I guess, hey,
That's the goal of like these shows. Just make people laugh
yeah.
and have a good time, man.
And the IT crowd is another tick that one of my member ones. Just yeah,
See, I want to
there's
watch.
that.
I want to watch like a show that is like one of those really not. It's hard to explain. Like it's really well known, and people say you just have to watch it, or people there's like a really big following for said show, so like that's why I want to
Hmm.
basically just get involved.
Um, I think one of my friend. I don't know if this has got a big following, this series, but I've heard. Okay, let's just say this: when it was starting out, because it's been around for a while now, like
Yeah.
I was hearing a lot of hype for it, but now maybe not, or like the 100. I've recently started that, and it's quite.
Was it?
Oh, the 100. Ever heard of it?
Nope.
It's an American show. Oh, that's right. This 100 people. Okay, there's an apocalyptic world. 100 people. They're left on Earth. Some people are in space. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's okay. I'm really bad at explaining. I'm not really selling this to you at all, but it is good. It's quite like I think for someone to really experience like I understand what I'm kind of saying is you need to just like look at it yourself and just think, okay, so that's what you were talking about, but without me really kind of explaining it as deep as that.
That's
But mm, I don't know. Is there any series that you've heard of that's I don't know
um
popping?
not popping, but like so I did business at A level, and the two people that sat next to me loved Suits, and they just would like get into like little not arguments, but like they go, oh, this and that, and blah blah blah, and I'm just like, I can't relate. I've never watched it, and I kind of want to watch it. So
Mm, it's I have seen Suits. Like with series, there's many series I've watched over my time. So it's like sometimes I've just watched the pilot
yeah,
and yeah, never to be seen again. Suits was one of those ones. I was told, we'll give it more of a chance. I was just like, if I'm not hooked in by the first episode, like, but like, yeah, some series said I've given potential chances. I was just like, okay, you know, not the best start, but then again, I want to know more. And but yeah, Suits, yeah, it never was not, it was never that for me. It was never just like, but then again, I guess for some, I think it was just the themes and what they were particularly talking about because
yeah,
Suits is quite, I don't know, I guess corporal kind of, maybe not political, kind of like, yeah, kind of driven kind of series. And
yeah.
I think yeah, I'm the kind of guy with when I like stuff to kind of be going on, like, like I love mystery, I like a kind of thriller, I like, a who done it, like just just to kind of just to keep you making thinking.
That's what I want. I want something that's almost like a challenge to watch, if that makes sense. So when I'm watching, I'm like, oh crap, I can't just have this on in the background like Friends. I need to be able to watch this and be like, oh my God, this is what's gonna happen, blah blah blah. But that kind of thing
Hmm.
I haven't had because of Game of Thrones, and like that's the last big series I watched. Have you watched Power? That was like the most recent one because obviously it ended this year. But
Hmm.
yeah.
Power. I've said this to Jacob, and I'll say this to you.
Mhm.
Hate me for this. Season one for me was immaculate. It was probably one of the
Best of the yeah. I
best
like where you're
television
going.
I ever seen probably in years, and I was just like, oh dear. And then I got to season two, and I think it was episode three. I was just like, wait, what the hell is this? This is, and I just never revisited it. I was just like,
That's fair enough.
it just, I was just like, wait, you gave us that godsend of television, and then it's like, wait, what's going on here? What's going on here? Like, and I saw the first episode. I was just thinking, okay, I mean, hey, it's a rough start. They just came back, but then episode two, I was just, um, right. In episode three, I'm thinking, wait, that's pants. Like, what the? Oh,
To be
no.
honest, I see where you come from, but like I love that series like from beginning to
Mm,
end. But obviously, I think if you look at it through rose-tinted glasses, anything will look amazing, even a shit will look good. So um, I see I see what you mean because obviously season one was like that kind of TV series where it's just like, everyone was like so involved.
yeah.
I just loved it. Like oh
yeah, everyone was talking about Power, and it was just like,
Hence why I got
yes,
into it.
yeah, I was just like, and even I got into it, I was just like, oh, this is good, like, and then just the mystery, the kind of the scandal, the like the kind of thrilling, the kind of urge, the kind of
Yeah.
pump. Certain episodes that had like adrenaline, like pumped, and just like, this is just amazing, and
You know when
couldn't.
like
Oh,
your heart starts to race, even though it's not even like a horror movie. It's like, oh my God,
yeah,
I need that, like be able to sit down for an hour a day and just do it. But
100%, 100%, and I guess even superhero shows and they just getting some of them are getting generic now.
go on then.
They are getting very generic in terms of I'm talking about particularly to DC, CW.
Yeah.
Some of your shows you started off very well, many of your shows, but now it's just the directions just kind of went. It just yeah, mainly with the Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, the Lost Gem that was just Jesus, Legends of Tomorrow is just like they have monkeys working in the writing room. Okay. Literally, get a fishbowl, put some notes, some bloody like some scenarios. Yep. Made this an episode, do it. Why not?
Oh, that's. I always wondered how people just come up with like certain ideas for episodes of X like series because they are so
Yeah.
generic and like, it just frustrates me.
And
Just
American,
hearing that.
especially with American shows, with superhero shows, they do the same formula. Okay, so let me I'll explain to you an episode of The Flash. Okay, so Barry, there's a new guy, a villain he has to go stop, but then there's a lesson he has to learn along the way, and um, and at the end he learns his lesson, and at the end the bad guy's stopped, and at the end, but there's another alternative villain that needs to happen. So tune in next week. That is literally every single episode of The
Jesus.
Flash, and it's just like, why? That's why I really love. That's why I really kind of gravitize towards Titans. You ever watched Titans?
Nope.
I I recommend. I highly recommend. Why I say this is Titans is not one of those ones where it's a collective as a group, which are kind of I feel television series it kind of should be because many television series, they have like the one main character, no, like because if it's something like Dexter, like I kind of watch Dexter, I like Dexter a lot. Like okay, it makes sense, okay, because that's kind of his series, and because like the Arrow and kind of like the Flash and all that, but I still like with Titans, it kind of is such a collective. It follows each kind of character story. There's kind of some episodes of characters, one particular character driven,
Yeah.
and we all kind of relates. It all links together, and Titans does that so well. And people had the worries about it. I did too because of DC's track record, but then it just I know. But Titans surprised me. I was just thinking season season one, I was just like, I wasn't perfect, but you know what? Not a bad start. Season two, I would say perfect, but there were certain particular things, especially towards the end, I was just like, oh
Why have you done this?
no. Yes, you were doing so well, and then but honestly, yeah, season two, it gets a good old 8.5 for me, honestly.
Damn.
Yeah, I
And you know
know.
what? When people give like rankings, it's hard to talk about their credibility because of people and they
Hmm.
will just say generically for like a public thing. But if you or Jacob ever say this show is good, this show's bad, this show's a 7, this show's a 10, XYZ, I'm just like I will trust what you said is fact or like is actually true because I just know you guys are so like engrossed in like that in like this scene and
Yeah.
hence why you have the YouTube channel. Shameless
Hmm.
plug, go check out the link in the description and all his Instagrams because you've been making a lot of
Oh
content
yeah.
recently.
Cheers.
I'm watching.
Cheers.
Like you're on
Cheers.
like
Cheers.
51 subs already, and how long have you been doing this for? Let's be real, not that long.
not like August.
August of
Yeah,
last year.
yeah,
Damn.
man.
And I know.
Thanks, buddy, man. Do you know about my second channel, buddy?
No. Oh, you're talking about this is the way YT.
Mister, whenever you want to join me in the gang, let me
Let
know.
I'm down. Like I've
Let
got
me know.
so much free
You and
time.
Casper, more
Let's
than
do it.
welcome.
That's perfect. I love that.
More than welcome.
Because
This is the way,
this is the
as we
way.
say.
As we okay. So like obviously I follow you on YouTube. No, following Instagram on that page and like other like YouTube XYZ, and I'm just like this is like the beginning of you making something bigger than what you can expect it to be. Like it takes years of everything to be get to where you want it to be. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah, yeah, man, it does, honestly, and it's just, yeah, I'm grateful because I guess, and with my channel, I'm so I do I'm quite proud of myself because I'm seeing certain, like, well, obviously the subscriber count is nice and it's lovely, but it's not even that. The
Yeah,
subscribers, okay, they matter, but they don't really matter. It's just the fact, and I don't know if this is for you, but when I put out my videos, I've said to myself, you know what, that's mine.
yes,
I made that video. I edited that. That is mine.
that is
Like
your
that is I
craft.
that's my thing. That is like I've taken the time and I've done that. So it just, yeah, I'm like, oh, I feel good. I feel good now.
This is
Yeah.
great.
And then
That's
if it does well, views, like if it gets a like, just thinking, make little lights up my day, just
I think
yeah.
the good
Hmm.
the good thing for you and like growing will be having the small community that we have right now on both Instagram and just pushing that forward. So
Mm.
just having okay, this is like a really shamed upon thing, but it's called pods. So on LinkedIn it's so different, but on LinkedIn they have
Okay.
people that would be like, oh, they were in like a big group chat, like 100 people, and they go, oh, go like and comment on my thing because that makes other people see it through the algorithms. And that's not to say that's
Wow.
exactly what you're doing. So obviously, more people that view, more people that like, more people that subscribe is just going to be put out there to your target audience. And
Yeah,
obviously,
definitely.
hashtags and like YouTube has that tagging thing. So when you
Yeah.
type up keywords, you can do it. Like you find the video, so you have better, you know, visibility to people that aren't subscribed or whatever, and that's how you will build your audience. But that takes a long, long time.
And if that doesn't work, do what I do. Go on the streets and just give them flies. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Just slap the chest. It's just like, you not subscribe? What? Yeah, chase an old man one day, just like, you don't have a phone? Well,
Subscribe.
whose fault is that? Okay, so what you gotta do is you gotta go buy a computer or some a device is connected to the internet and you have to subscribe to me. Then go about your day. What do you mean you're not gonna do this?
Have you seen the Sims no the SpongeBob episode where it goes chocolate and he just chases SpongeBob? It's based like that. It's like subscribe.
Oh my god, I've
Subscribe.
it's funny you say SpongeBob. I've been catching up on my SpongeBob. It's
Have you?
just not even catching up, just
Like
revisiting the good
revisiting.
old days. Just like
See, I
uh
don't think many people get this, but you know that one episode where he hits like rock bottom and it's like every other word and they all like spit between the words. Do you remember that episode?
oh yes,
He's waiting for the bus, but he's like
yeah,
get stuck.
yes, that one. Oh my god, it's like thank you. It's like, and like that one guy's just like, you're welcome. I'm just like, wow.
And it's like, why? What?
No, the episode. Oh no, I think my favorite episode is when Patrick and SpongeBob are trapped in Sandy's thing, and she's like on quarantine. No, like
Yeah,
she's hibernating or something, and like Dirty Dan and Pinhead. I was like, nah, SpongeBob had me dead back in the day.
Spon
Just like,
top top three with Simpsons. That's my like all time.
ooh, cartoons. Okay, let's. Oh, like, wait, like, do you mean like? Okay, it's like because I don't know because like I have got adult cartoons and kid cartoons. Like, should we just do cartoons like in general? Like,
Um, that's a good question because there's a big divide obviously between adult
c-
and like the child ones. I think we should divide it.
Hmm. Okay, so we'll both go because so cartoons, just kid cartoons that growing up, like I'll go from three to one.
Yeah.
So now third would have to be it'd have to be SpongeBob. Number two would have to be mm, I'm not gonna say an anime because that's another list.
Never watched it, so I can't really get involved.
In terms of comedy, okay, comedy. In terms of comedy, I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give it to Recess. Recess. I'll give it to
Oh,
Recess.
damn. That's
Juicy,
sick.
juicy.
That is really, really sick.
And number one, my all-time favorite, honestly. Ever heard of Ed and Eddie?
Of course. Ed, and Ed. Come on.
Them dudes in those big ass straw breakers. I'm thinking, we didn't. How did this every time?
You know what's funny? It's so weird. Even though it's like we are in the same generation, like Gen Z, I think. Oh, Gen whatever
Yeah, I
we are.
guess. Yeah.
I don't know what gen.
Mm,
Anyway, we're part of like the same kind of era, but your cartoons were different to ours. Does that make sense? Like Ed and Eddie was just
yeah.
not my time. I only watched it because my best friend's brother is 21 or two, I don't know, but he's older than me by 3 4 years. So
Yeah.
kind of he would have it on whenever we'd come over, and then it would just be like kind of watched it. I never watched it on my own back because I was like already engrossed in like SpongeBob and
Hmm.
like Johnny Test and stuff like that. So that's that was that
Yes.
was like my like my like alternate.
Yeah. Don't really like he has some good ones like Johnny Test, Childer. Childer was good. Like and these kids today, they got Gumball. I'm thinking Gumball's literally only thing you got right now.
Yeah, there isn't.
Gumball. And adult cartoons is cut in no particular order. It would go hmm. It would go Archer, South Park, and it's gotta be Family Guy. It's gotta be.
Yeah, I'll
You gotta prefer.
say Simpsons and Family Guy for me. Simpsons is obviously the borderline between adult humor and like the childish kind
Yeah.
of stuff, but obviously Family Guy is Simpsons on steroids, and that's like the great dynamic is like you can just whatever.
All the parents hated me because I hooked everyone. Like in year six, I hooked everyone onto Family Guy. Because yo, BBC Three, I just stay up late
Oh,
and
you
watch.
remember after 10 p.m. it'd be on.
Yeah, I'll just like put it on. Like, wait, what's this?
Yeah.
Like, this is the best thing ever. Like, and I just like, yo, you guys not watching Family Guy? You should. And then apparently one kid got in trouble because he said something like Peter Griffin said,
Oh,
and
giggity
I can remember doing the leg thing Peter did, going that
Oh
ah.
yeah.
My
I
mom,
used to do
my
that.
mom, my mom generally thought I was her, and I was just like, "Oh no, 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 I'm fine." Like, ah,
Yeah.
ah. It's just dumb stuff like that, and I was just like, "Yeah." But yeah,
I
it was in a kind of later part of my childhood, which I didn't mind. So
I think I think you need it though, because when this is very typical of a life cast and the things to talk about, but when you're getting a bit older, like it's not this is not old by any means. The 15, 16, 17 age group and like period of your life is such like a determining factor, like the things that you surround
yeah,
yourself with, because when you're a kid,
100%.
you're very like sterile, I guess if that makes sense. Like you're just a blank slate in a way still. Obviously you have
Mm,
characteristics, but when you're like getting older and going through puberty, um, it can be a mess to say the least.
yeah.
So having things like that to like anchor you down, like for me, it'd be Simpsons and like games. That was what made me who I am today. Like just having that escape from going to school.
Yeah, definitely. It's just yeah, and also I guess like Family Guy kind of like weighed us into the kind of led us into kind of I guess kind of like somewhat adult kind of teenhood like and kind of like maybe kind of prepped us
Yeah,
in that sense, because because in the way, because obviously we were getting older, we are going to be experiencing obviously different things, we get to watch different older kind of driven kind of movies,
yeah.
older like driven kind of like shows. So it's just, yeah, I think it was just the guy in the middle that was just kind of giving us that boost in the kind of. But it's not a bad thing. It's just that it just kind of helped us, and prep wise, just prep in a way.
It's
But
good because
hmm,
you're watching the possibility of like something like happen in your life through an animated person. You know what I mean? Like it was just nice
yeah,
to see. You were like at work. Sometimes I'll just refer random things to like that one SpongeBob episode or that one Simpsons episode or the Simpsons movie. You know when Homer he's getting talked to by Marge and he's just got the monkey going in his head going and it like does a backflip. It like claps and does a
yeah,
backflip with like these like tambourines. And I'm just
yeah,
like no one would get that unless like you've watched it and I'll be like that's just me right now. I'm like blanked out and people that's like really one extreme example, but things like that can just change. Like it makes you get through your day, I feel like. For me at least.
yeah. It's just the Simpsons movie, The Rock and the Hard Place.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That was like oh such it's such a good movie. I watched it this weekend. That's why it's really like in my mind. It was on like TV. I don't know what channel, but it was just on, so I watched it.
it was just fair. Yeah, sick. Even the SpongeBob movie, I was
That's
just,
such a bang movie. Such a banging movie.
just, and they got a recent one that was a couple years ago, and then they got another one which looks wet, but it's still the same voice actors, but it's just like, no, it's not the same. You want the actual. Stop making everything so bloody fresh. It's just like, oh fuck's sake. Like, and another thing is, oh yeah, kind of delays makes sense. But yeah, it's a shame. One thing I just want to say, I'm just kind of with Hollywood. It's just, oh, they do piss me off sometimes. Like
Yeah, same.
they really kind of like they really make it hard to kind of see that they're trying to drive the whole diversity kind of thing.
Yeah, they
But
put it right in your face, man. Fuck's sake.
but, but like it's sometimes not even but even it's not even like that. Sometimes they make us impossible to see. Wait, you're trying to make a diversity, but in some literally every single movie you probably will go see, you see the same people. Is that just me? Just like I'm not gonna lie, I'm so tired of seeing. I have no discredit to the guy. I think he's an alright actor,
Yeah.
but the dude from Stranger Things,
Oh, the boy.
what's his name?
Never watched. I've never watched Stranger Things. I know you got a T-shirt from Stranger Things on your latest video.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Check it out, people. But what's his name? He's Mike. Yeah, I think his kid's name's Mike. But yeah, literally, I saw a post today that he's probably gonna be in. They're thinking about him for the new Power Rangers movie, and if
Mm,
people know me, I'm a Power Rangers fan at heart.
I've seen it.
Yo. End of the day, that is me down to the core. And I was just like, wait, what? What? Just why? Just- He's literally the dude was in it. The dude is now gonna be in Ghostbusters. Is there not any other actors like in
How?
this?
How? How
It's
is there?
just, and they're gonna do it with Millie Bobby Brown, who acts with him in Bloody Stranger Things as well. I was just thinking, like, is there other people? Like, because when the last Power Rangers movies, I don't know if you've seen it, but like, I didn't think it was perfect. Didn't think it was the best.
Yeah.
But however, I liked how they brought in all these actors. No one knew. Excellent, brilliant.
Give
Help them
people a
build them.
chance. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I think one or two of them were like in things before, but literally no one knew, and which is good because I feel when particular franchises, like they should just go and look for fresh faces. Don't, because like with James Bond, they've said so many people like, oh, let's get Idris Elba. Oh my god, let's get Tom Hardy. Or let's get Tom Hiddleston. No, no. Yes, I'm not saying they won't. They will be good, but they're too well known. Like Idris Elba, how many bloody franchises is he a part of? Like Star Trek, Marvel, like Tom Hiddleston as well. Oh, all three of them are part of Marvel for crying out loud.
Oh,
And just like they don't need James Bond.
can I just say Idris Elba about that whole thing right now?
Yeah.
Um, have you watched Hobbs and Shaw? I thought that was ridiculous. Such a shit movie, in my opinion. Have you watched? Have you watched?
yes, yes, I have seen Hopkins.
It's
I
such a
was
joke.
thinking, oh my god, the what made I do understand what you're saying. It's like
It's
yes,
it's it's an
I'm Black
action
Superman.
movie.
I'm like,
Yeah, what?
what?
It's just
What?
it's ridiculous. Like it's just it's just it's just an action movie. I don't I hate it.
Just, I'm just like, and I think the bits I liked was seeing The Rock, and do you know Roman Reigns from WWE?
Yeah,
I saw him. I was just like, he speared. I was just like, ah, come on, I can't hate that. I can't hate that.
yeah.
Like,
They've
come
given
on.
you what you wanted. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they fed you.
See, yep, yep. They fed me. They given me my bread and butter, and yeah. But looking back, it is funny. But yeah, as I was saying, just yes, just new James Bond actor after Daniel Craig. Find a new bloke, some guy we never seen before. You know, I mean, would you want to? I don't know if you're a big James Bond fan, but would you want a young actor or an old? Actually, no, no, young. Like someone get a new geezer on the block,
For what?
like James Bond.
Um, I feel like we need. I don't know. Maybe Daniel Craig has another movie or two in him. I
Oh,
personally.
he's done. He's done after this next one.
Oh,
He's done.
is
He
that his
said it.
contract? Oh, he's just done with it.
Yeah,
So
he said fifth five films. Yep, I'm out.
oh damn. So here's my thing, right? Um, basically with James Bond, he can't be black. I don't want to be rude. He can't be like James Bond is that character. That's the James Bond brand, and that's not being rude or racist in any
No.
form or
Fair enough, man. Fair
that's
enough.
just like from my take. James Bond is like his what the name insinuates to me and like the stigma is
Mm,
James Bond is like a man of class. He's a bit on like the elderly side, like 30s, 40s maybe, but he's highly skilled, highly trained. He's a killer with like license to kill, right? So
yeah.
that when I like see people trying to have like a young James Bond, it kind of just takes away like the whole class and like British vibe. But like that's just like a really
Yeah.
that's like
Mm,
random. But yeah, that's just like my
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Yeah. No, you're completely right with that. It was like I totally agree. It was just like in the sense that they want to make characters like me and Jacob have had this conversation so many times. Like there's just like they keep on changing characters. And I'm just like, stop
Yeah, just
it.
just stick to how it is and then go from there. No need to.
And even with the whole Idris Elba situation, like with Idris Elba, he was timed. I was just like, and everyone was getting society like, yeah, woo, like E Bombay, black, yeah, assalamu alaikum. Like, no, he's a black guy who's playing in the comics a Norse white Greek mythology dude. Thinking, how's that a win? John, yo, Michael B. Jordan, yo, Human Torch, yeah, hey, let's go party, like roti, like no, he's playing a white kid, like what do we stop? And thing from I think the recent Birds of Prey. I don't remember the actress's name, but yeah, she was Black Canary. Thinking, no, it's just I want to see more Miles Morales. I want to see. Do you know who Miles Morales is?
Nope.
Uh, Into the Spider Verse, Spider Man.
Oh, well, I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, that. Well, he's that dude. Yeah, we want to see more. the person's name, Black Panther. Yeah, we want to see all more. That's like, yo, just make all these kind of characters, please. Just like, and stop stealing, because it's just you're saying, yo, diversity, man, yo, we doing it. Just thinking, no, you're stealing. You're kind of, and it's more or less degrading if you think about it. Just thinking, like, you're kind of like you're kind of following in like a particular kind of someone's footsteps, kind of,
Yeah.
and it's just like you're not being true to yourself in somewhat. I don't know if that's just me being just like kind of picky, but that's how I feel, honestly, in that particular thing, because
Well, everyone's entitled to some
yeah,
sort of
exactly.
opinion, but like when people are just really knowledgeable in spaces, I feel like they shouldn't be looked down upon because it's like me talking about Power Rangers. I don't have a bloody clue, but it's like me saying it's shit because I've never watched it. People that say that really annoy me, like saying that they don't like food because they've never
Thank
eaten that food before. It's the same
you.
thing. Just because I haven't I used to watch Power Rangers like when I was really young, but I don't have any recollection of the details, so I couldn't be like it was good or not.
Bro, I've been Power Rangers since, I've been trucking on yo that and Pokemon. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. I mean, in certain years, many years since Power Rangers went over to Nickelodeon. Oh dear.
Well, become a bit kiddie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and every single and they had and every day I have season twos, but for some reason kids are stupid. They can't tell difference between season one and season two. So season twos they always got to be super. So it's Super Samurai,
Yeah.
Super Mega Force, Dino
Whoa.
Supercharge, Super Ninja Steel. Just
That's a
like,
bit cringy.
so what are you doing? But the recent series Beast Morphers, it's just Beast Morphers season two. Thank you. Like, kids aren't stupid. Just you're making them out to be the stupid. Like they can just uh. But yeah, I mean, Samurai was. Megaforce was just Jesus Christ. Let's not. Dino Charge was okay. Wasn't perfect, but okay. Ninja Steel was just yeah.
You've lost me, man. I just
Yeah.
I'm just not
There's.
knowledgeable at all in that stuff.
I literally would rather watch paint dry. Honestly, at this.
Gets to that point at some points in life.
Yes, that point. But honest,
I feel
yeah,
yeah.
it's one of those things. One of those saucy things.
Have you got anything to plug? Because I feel like we got to that point in the video where quite quite alright for
Which,
this time.
yeah, we're just talking about Susie and the kids right now,
You know what I
aren't
mean?
we?
It's
Like,
been 42 minutes, right? And it's just flown by.
oh bloody hell!
And I've got
How is
yeah. Sorry, what was
how
you
is
saying?
how is Susie and the kids? I didn't even ask.
She's good. Kids are even better, mate. Honestly.
How's the dog? Is the dog alright?
Yeah.
Me got the cats in. It's just like, oh, go away. I don't want to play. Leave me alone. Don't touch me leg. And
But yeah, it's just mad.
I'm gonna have my. Oh, I can't even go down to the pub. Have my pint. No.
Ty, do you have anything to plug for this video?
Yes, I do. Hey people, name's Ty. To, to plug, obviously, I am Mr. iTy. So on my channel, I do my crazy life. I document it on there. Like
You do a
I
lot.
do, I do sketches. I do reactions. I do reviews. Well, I don't think I'll be doing reviews for a while. Not much movies. I and yeah, I did my hopefully a lot of gameplay. A lot of gameplay is coming. It shall be coming.
Okay.
I'm working on getting my webcam for. So yeah, so people can actually see my face.
So when you say you're working a webcam, what one are you looking at getting? Because I'm also in the space of getting one and also a
Mm,
um what's it
mm.
called? A GoPro?
GoPro. Oh, GoPros are good. GoPros are good.
Yeah.
They're nice. Nice. Um, in terms of web cameras, because I have a PS4, I would either get the actual PS4 camera itself because, like, wait, do you have a PS4 or Xbox?
PS4.
Yeah, because like PS4, they only said the PS4 camera. Whether like the Xbox, you could get like a Logitech C920, and
That's what I was looking at getting, or like the Pro
mm,
one, whatever, just something good.
yeah. And I was thinking probably, but what you can do is a little bit of a cheat, but I think Jacob does this with his like he gets his laptop, he hooks up his webcam, he goes into Streamlabs or Wondershare or something like that, and
Yeah,
then does his thing, and then when you're doing your gameplay, yada yada yada, it works, and happy days are kind of
okay.
yeah
Just like
how it works.
overlaying it, or
I believe so. I
okay.
believe so. Not
Well,
100% sure how it works, but if you want to know more, head to Jacob. He's the guy to he knows his stuff. And last thing to plug, the group channel
oh yes,
podcast. This is the way. Boom,
boom, love that.
boom. Yeah. So I think some of the stuff kind of what I do on my channel, but I look at it as more kind of like the live cast, more of like an in-depth kind of perspective on particular topics, particular subjects, particular um yeah, more or less films, television,
Okay, nice. So
yeah,
it's kind of
gameplay,
what do you discuss on the podcast?
uh we discuss more or less films, just like I mean, I guess films, television series, just really that.
Hmm.
Just geek about more or less that anime, you name it. We're very open to discussing anything, I guess. And but yeah, we've got a good group. Alex is our film guy, and I'm more of a film, television, anime kind of. I'm Verity. I'm Verity. Me. Liam's our game dude, and Trent and Sebastian. They're just there to be pretty faces. Let's be honest.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
I know.
how often do you guys record?
We're hoping to smash out content this week, just
Yeah, same.
because we have a schedule of because we were sticking to a schedule because okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh no, Monday, Tuesday, Friday. No, sorry, Monday is either Monday or either Tuesday or Wednesday would upload on those days,
Yeah.
and Friday. So it could either be one of us uploading, or it could be a group podcast, or that's how it kind of works.
Okay.
So it works better because literally all of us work well, we're not working now because it was to kind of help us
Get ahead.
with our schedules, yeah,
Yeah.
get ahead, and whatever. And so it's not just kind of and also, so there's content on the page, and we're getting it out there. And yeah, that's how we kind of do it. And,
That's good.
you know, we're not doing bad, boys. We're not doing bad. Let's keep on going.
Well, I think you brought that to a lovely close, so I'm literally going out for a run now. Then it's lunchtime. I'm gonna get my stuff on, but
Enjoy your run, sir.
will
Enjoy your
do. I'm
run.
gonna just do some weights when I get back. But I just want to say, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a episode of the podcast segment of the Lifecast channel because me and Casper just kind of have a diversification of what we do whenever we want to. But yeah, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Ty stuff, he's plugged it. It's going to be in the description. He'll comment below to come. Hope you guys
Thank
enjoyed
you.
this
Thank
video.
you.
Thank you for being here, Ty.
You're always a pleasure. Anytime,
That's been the
literally.
live cast. Luke and Ty. Well, Luke and Ty, the guest. So yeah, catch you guys
Luke
in the
and
next
I
one.
tie.
Okay.